Hi everyone, we are Group 5. Our project is split into an applied task and an experimental task. For section 1, we built a meme sentiment classifier. We trained a CNN for images, an LSTM for text, and a late fusion model to combine both modalities, focusing heavily on identifying exactly where these models fail when interpreting internet humor. Now, memes are tough because they are deeply multimodal. Often, the text caption relies on sarcasm or irony that completely contradicts the visual tone. Because of this, single modality classifiers really struggle. We use the Memotion 7K dataset with binary labels. Our biggest hurdle here was a severe class imbalance, 87% positive versus 13% negative, meaning we had to actively stop our models from just guessing the majority class. Here you can see that massive skew in our data distribution. To combat this, we used two main mitigation strategies during training. First, we applied class weights to penalize minority class errors heavily. Second, we aggressively tuned our decision thresholds on the validation set, dropping them significantly down to 0.44 for the CNN, 0.10 for the LSTM, and 0.42 for Fusion to force the models to catch those negative samples. We built three architectures to compare performance. First, our CNN users a pre-trained frozen MobileNet V2 with a custom dropout and dense head. Second, our LSTM processes text captions through a 64-dimensional embedding and LSTM layer, utilizing early stopping at epoch 6. And now, the third one, our latest fusion model concatenates the 2080 dimensional CNN features with the 64 dimensional LSTM output, feeding the combined vector into a final dense classification pipeline. As for AI training, all three models converge smoothly without diverging. The CNN converged within 15 epochs using a STEP-LR scheduler. The LSTM hit early, stopping by epoch 6, and the late fusion model achieved a highly stable, low validation loss curve. Looking at the results, a text-only LSTM was a complete failure on the minority class, predicting positive for every single sample. The image-only CNN did surprisingly well with a 84% accuracy and a 0.54 macro f1. However, our late fusion model gave the most balanced predictions across both classes with a 0.49 macro f1, proving that combining modalities helps break the majority class bias. Now, our failure analysis highlighted three main weak points: sarcasm, where positive visuals override a negative text caption; code mixed English, where blended languages tokens that were poorly represented in our tokenizer vocabulary; and the long captions, where the LSTM suffered from vanishing gradients on captions longer than 15 words. To wrap up section 1, neither image nor text alone is enough. Multimodal fusion is essential for meme classification. When dealing with heavy data imbalance, class weighting and threshold tuning are non-negotiable. Now, for the section 2, the primary goal was to demonstrate that a neural network has the capacity to memorize even completely random patterns, but that true generalization only occurs when the network learns meaningful features from correctly labeled data. We used the CIFAR-10 image classification dataset where two identical CNN models were created. Model 1 with the clean labels, it was trained on original CIFAR-10 images with their correct meaningful labels. Meanwhile, Model 2, which was trained on random labels, it was also trained on the same CIFAR-10 images but with randomly assigned meaningless labels. Now, in the key findings, when we trained with the clean labels, the training loss decreased steadily, indicating the model was learning to correctly classify the training images. Meanwhile, for the random labels, the training loss decreased significantly, just like with the clean labels. This is the crucial part. It shows that the network can learn to associate random images with random labels, essentially memorizing the training set. This clearly shows that despite memorizing the training data, the model utterly failed to generalize because there was no meaningful patterns to learn. In essence, this project visually and quantitatively demonstrates that while deep neural networks possess immense capacity to learn or memorize complex data, their true value comes from their ability to generalize. This ability is only fostered when trained on data with meaningful patterns and correct labels. Thank you.